Right, what's happening, everyone? Yeah, it's that time again. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw like a few different stories in. So I'm going to probably like sway off topic and all that, but the main story is going to be shattered. But I'm going to do that at the end because there's a couple of things I want to just get off my chest a little bit, because on the comments section, there was some kid who's commented and he said he used to work for Delta. And I said, yeah, they're grasses, lad, and he agreed with me because he used to work there. Now, I'm just going to throw a little quick story about what happened there. Right, get on this. Me and my mate went for a meet with these two lads, right? We went to them, we had a parcel. We were getting a parcel off them, right, our other mates. So we go to this boozer, yeah, and my mate, he was on warrants, right? He was on warrants only for like just some shit, you know, nothing that you'd be asked about, but he was just still on warrant, yeah. So we said, lad, I'll phone a taxi, because it's better, at the time, it's not now, but at the time, it was better in taxis, you know, just carting shit around and that. So I said, go on, Sam. So I had my car outside. So I was going to drive my car, and he was going to get in a taxi with the things, you know what I mean? But I don't know why, I don't know what happens, something happens. It's just like, we end up changing. So I said, yeah, take my car, you take my car, and I'll jump in this taxi, and then I'll meet you back at such and such and all that. So he went, lad, it's bang on. I said, it is, lad. I said, but I don't even know why. It was just something, I don't know what it was, but something just didn't seem right, because when we got ring back from the taxi, it was a different car. Like, there was a Delta car outside, but it weren't like what it said it was on the ring back, do you know what I mean? It was just a wrong car with the wrong red. So I was thinking, someone else phoned the taxi, whatever. So I went out and said, all right, mate, are you for such and such? He went, yeah. So I just thought, weird. So I got in the taxi, right? And my mate, he was still in the boozer. So when I've gone, he's gone. So as we've got down the road, the taxi driver's done a left up beside me, saying, where are you going, mate? He wouldn't even look at me, you know, through the rear view mirror. And as he stopped, Plozov jumped on me. It was a proper setup, and I was just like, no way. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening? He's like, get out the car, you such and such. I was like, no. And he's like, what? I said, no. I said, what are you on about? So he's been like, well, what? I said, what? I said, lad, what are you on about? I said, just phone the taxi. I said, and then, I don't know what you should do and all that. They were fucking wounded, mate. And what happens is, if you're on warrants, right, and you phone a taxi, Delta, they tell busies where you are and that. I swear to you, that's what they do. Little fucking rats, mate. So, mate, if he would have got in that taxi, he would have got about a 3. Yeah, it was a bit of a parcel. Not a major, but enough where you're getting a 3, do you know what I mean? Because of previous as well. So that's one story there, just grasses them. And another thing, right, is I was out on a night out, and me and my mate were pretending to fight and all that, right? Just like having a little, like messing about, little slap straight there, as you do, all off your barn and that. This Delta taxi slammed on, and 4 busies jumped out of it and ran at us. And we were like, wow, we're only messing. He was like, you stupid pair of whatever. I was like, wow, why are they in a Delta taxi? Do you know what I mean? So it just shows that they are working in cahoots with them. So be careful if you're on warrants and you phone Delta, right? So that's the first part, right? So now that's over. Now get on this is another one. My mate phones me up. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? He said to me, what are you doing? I said, no, I just got up, lad. He said, do you want to come to the such and such? He said, I'm in a party. I said, who's there? So he started naming people, and he names this lad, and this lad's a professional boxer, yeah? So I thought, all right, I've never known him, I've never met him, never seen him before, nothing like that. So it turns up to this party. I've gone to the office, I've got all kinds of that, I've got all kinds of limo, everything like that, right? So it turns up, I'm like, what's happening? And everyone's in there, like, what's happening? Food with me mates in there, everyone's like, yeah, everyone's sad and all that. And this kid just seemed to not like me straight away, do you know what I mean? No, like, never said nothing direct, but was just like, you know, like looking at me. Then when I'd look at him, he'd look away, and then I'd look away, and I was thinking, why is he just looking at me like that? So I thought, here's what I'll do. I thought, I'm not going to just steal it on him, but I'm going to like make it comfortable for me. That way, if it does go off, then I'll have a bit of an advantage, because at the end of the day, he's a professional fighter who does it every day. So the odds are, if you start trying to get in the mix, like stand up with a professional boxer, he could put him out, obviously, but the odds are a little bit against it, aren't they? Because he's conditioned for it, he's conditioned for stamina. Like, I'm up for it. You've got to like sort of half think, you know, what's this even for? So my mate's like sort of half getting on it, because he knows me, like he just knows everything about me. So he's watching me like that, and I'm looking at him, and he's just like, he's got this look on his face like, ah. So what happens is, I thought, I'm just going to make sure that I've got the right like vibes here, in case, you know, I end up, because I've been on a limo, and you know what I mean, and you might just be getting the wrong idea. So I thought, you know what? So the kid ends up taking his top off and all that. So I'm thinking, why is he taking his top off like that in a party where there's just like lads in that? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Like, all right, you can be hot and all that, but like, is he just doing that so he's going to like jump up and steer on me or whatever? So I had the jacket on, so I took my jacket off, and my mate's just looking at me, and my other mate's looking at me, and I'm just like, not staring at him, but and then every time I said something, the kid would like half say something, you know, like it'd be being a bit funny. So in the end, I thought, all right, Sam, so what I've done was I got a few bottles and put them in my reach. And then I've enclosed the space on them a little bit. So I've stood up, right, and I've thought, in my head, like quick, I thought, if I stand up, I've got an advantage on him because it'll even it up a bit because he's got the advantage on me because he's a professional fighter. So I thought if I stand up and I'm leaning over him and it does go, before he stands up, I could hit him with a few. And the odds are, if I catch him in the right place, doesn't matter who you are, you're going to kip. But if I don't, and he gets up, I've got weight on me. So the advantage in weight, he was about 13 stone. I know that means nothing, but I was about 17 stone. So I had the upper hand and I'm standing over him, do you know what I mean? So I thought I could just choke him out here easy. So I had it all planned in my head, worst case scenario. I didn't want to do that because it was a wreck the party, but I was ready for it. So I thought, you know what? I thought that's enough now. So I've just stood up right and I've just stood like not over him in the threatening manner. I had my hands open, I weren't like fronting like that. I said to him, lad, what's up with you, lad? And he went, what do you mean? I said, lad, I don't know. I said, I just feel like, I don't know, you're staring at me and every time I say something, you've got something to say and that. Like, what, lad? I know you're a professional boxer, but, lad, we're not in a ring now. Yeah, we're in a living room, lad. And there isn't much room for you to dance about, is there, lad? And he was going to me, what do you mean? I said, lad, nothing like that, but just the way you're coming across, lad, you're sort of half like, you're putting me on my back foot a little bit, lad, because every time I say something, you're just coming back with saying mad things that doesn't even go with what I'm saying. Like, as if you're trying to, like, I don't know, show off or something. I said, what? I said, do you feel threatened by me or something like that? And he went, no, I don't feel threatened by you, lad. You are a big kid. No, I said, lad, but that's irrelevant because I haven't showed any sort of fucking anything towards you. I've been nothing but Sam with you. And he's like, yeah, I know. I said, so what then? What do you want to do? Like, because I'm not just sitting here and you're just carrying on like that like I'm some little muppet, lad. Believe you me, lad, I'm no muppet, lad. And if you want to do something about it, I'm not fronting you and I don't want to fight with you. But if you're looking at it, then, lads, it is what it is, innit? And he just went, lads, he went, listen, lads, he had his hands out, he put his hands on his knees, opens his hands out to show me he wasn't a threat. He went, lads, I'm going to stand up now. He said, lads, don't react, I'm going to stand up now. I said, okay. I said, stand up then. So I thought, if he stands up now, I've lost my advantage a little bit, so I'll just put him out. But I thought, if I just put him out here, and he didn't mean that, I am going to look like an absolute bellend, and it's going to be like, you know, as if like, he's being off his bar thinking he's on one, do you know what I mean? I thought, I'm going to have to risk it because his demeanour wasn't threatening at all. And do you know what I mean? And boxers, the fast, they can just go, bum, 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 bum. And you know what I mean? At the time, I was thinking, if I just get hit with a flurry now, bum, 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 what's going to happen, lads? He could put me out. So I can't get put out in the middle of a party like some bellend. Do you know what I mean? So as he stood up, he still had his hands open. I thought, soon, if he clenched his fists, I'm just going to proper give it to him. Now, obviously, you'd have it all planned out, but it might not went well for you, but this is just what I was doing. So he stood up and he went, listen, lad, he put his arms open, with his hands open, he went, lad, can I have a hug? So I'm thinking, what's he on about? And I thought, okay, if I give him a hug and he starts something, I can twist him up, because that's where I'm good at that, do you know what I mean? I thought, he's lost the advantage on me, but I'm still like, not para, but aware, because one, you know, he was a good boxer, mate, he was a very good boxer. So if he starts letting off on me like that, and I'm like all relaxed thinking he's my mate, it's not going to go down well for me, do you know what I mean? So I said, yeah, so he's giving me a hug, lad, and he's going to me, lad, I swear to God, just like, not so everyone could hear, but just in me, yeah. He was going to me, listen, lad, I swear to God, I don't mean nothing by it at all. He went, lad, I think you're proper sound. He went, lad, I love the way you carry yourself, lad. You're proper sound. He went, lad, you've come here, you've just put all kinds of limo, lad. He said, you've brought all kinds of berries. He's going, lad, I'm just off me barnet. He said, I swear to God, I'm just off me barnet. That's all there is, lad. And I'm like, all right, sound. And then that was it, you know what I mean? And then when he sat back down, my mate's being like, come here a minute, lad, come in the kitchen. When in the kitchen, he went to me, lad, that was one of the sickest things I've ever seen. He went, lad, he has just proper carsies. I said, he never carsies. He went, lad, he did, I swear. He went, lad, he proper carsies. I said, lad, he never, you know. I said, he was just being sound, lad. I said, there's no point of us both just standing toe to toe, punch each other's face in the middle of a party. And he goes to me, lad, I'm the last. He went, lad, you don't even know him. He said, I see him all the time in parties. Lad, he tries to dominate everyone. He said, and no one ever says nothing back to him. He said, lad, he's just absolutely flapped. And I'm like, oh, whatever. He went, lad, I can't even wait for him to get off, so we can just let him. I was like, oh, lad, you've licked it, you, right? Now, this is shattered. This is the proper story. I've gone on for a bit there, but this is the proper story, right? So, I'm in this party with my mate, and it was like a proper boff party, or like boff sniffing. Do you know what that means? Where, like, someone says, do you want a stripe? And it's just like the worst, like, dot ever, and you're like, lad, you can just keep that, you know. I'm like, lad, you can just have that, you know, you just keep that. There was about 20 of them on like a fucking gram. I'm like, yeah, I keep that. So I've got all kinds of me anyway, so I've said, yeah, So I put like a bit out on the table. I'm like, yeah, you can have that, you know. And they're like, oh, lad, we'll give you some dough. I said, lad, I don't want no dough on Tuesday, you know. I was like, lad, keep it, you know. I said, it's free to eat in, but you can't take out, no takeouts. So my mate's like, lad, he always says that, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I'd have that. So I put a little pile for them because I felt a bit sorry for them. I'm like, what have you got here? There was like, you know, baby. So I said to me, yeah, phone him. There's like a Just Eat sort of thing that brings you bevies, do you know what I mean? At the time it went, that was Booty or something like that at the time, I think it was called. So I said, yeah, I get a few crates and all that. So I've basically just stacked the party for them, but I didn't want to be in the party. It was shit. They were just like, everyone was just smoking pure biffs, just like 60 biffs, just like proper little biff wizards. The Ken just stunk, and I was like, I'm going to stink, all my clothes are going to stink off this. So I said to me, lad, I'm getting off. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I'm getting off. He's like, lad, are you messing? I said, no. He said, lad, stay with us. I said, nah. I said, I can't be asking you, lad. He's like, lad, you're messing you. I said, lad, if you want to come with me, you can. But if you're not coming with me, then I'm going to get some birds of mine. And he's like, lad, you're messing you. I said, lad, I'm not staying in here. I can't be arsed with it, lad. I said, I just can't be arsed with it. It's not my sort of vibe, do you know what I mean? Everyone was sound, don't get me wrong, but it was just like, I just couldn't be arsed, you know what I mean? It was just shit, you know what I mean? It was just like proper shit. So I had better places to be and better things to do. I'd rather go home. So I'm like, lad, if you want to come to mine, come to mine. I've got all kinds of mine, whatever. You can bring like him and him, because they're both sound, but no one else is coming, do you know what I mean? It's all just all little boffs in weekends, you know what I mean, walking around with like bare feet and all that, just like, why have you got bare feet on, just all toes out in the party, lad? It's just horrible, innit? You know what I mean? I gets off, he's like, lad, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I said, go on, sound. So he said, I said, have you got dough? He said, no. I said, yeah, there's a one, so I'll give him a one. So I know he's sound now, it is what it is, he's proper sound, I know he's sound. Everyone's sound, he's been looked after, lad, whatever. He's like, lad, I'll give you it back. I said, lad, no, you won't. No, you won't. I know you won't. You know you won't. I don't even want it back. Lad, you can have it. Yeah, just have it. Stay here and party with them and make sure you keep taxi fare to get home and all that. He's like, lad, sounds all lugs and that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting off to everyone. Yeah, blah, see you later. So I go to man. Now it's about, must have been about 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So I phoned this bird, I said to her, yeah, come to mine, she's like, go ahead, sound, because she'd been out or whatever. She was only down the corner from where I lived in a mate or something like that. So she comes round. Now, my mate and her didn't really get along because she was cheeky back and he didn't like it. Like, he'd say something and she just let him. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I sort of half got along with her, because she just said how it was straight on her. But I tried to keep them away from each other, because your best mate and someone who you're meeting and that, if they clash, it's shit, innit? It puts you in a position where it's just shit. This is heavy, this, you know. This is heavy, right? So, it's funny now, but it was funny at the time as well, to be fair, like, but yeah, I get on this. So I'm sitting there, so my phone goes, and it's my mate. He's like, what are you up to? I said, I'm just with this bird. He went, so you here? I went, yeah. He went, lad. I said, mind your business, lad. I said, doesn't matter what I'm doing. I said, you do what you're doing. And he went, lad, I'll be there in a minute. I said, why? He went, lad, because I love you. And I'm like, I said, all right. I said, listen to me, lad, don't start when you're coming here now, because the vibes are happy. Everyone's happy, lad, everything's chilled and all that. Just having a bevy, sound. He's like, lad, I won't. I said, come on, sound then. So he comes in, knocks and all that, comes in. Where I lived, it was like apartments, but then you had the front gate to get into the apartments, where you drive to, you put a code in. But if you opened it from the inside as you come out the door, it made a noise like a beep, do you know what I mean? Get on this. So he's knocked on and all that. I've opened the door, he's coming in, and straight away he's just being a bit of a bellend, do you know what I mean? She's like, the bird was trying to be sound, like, what's happening? He went, yeah, what's happening? He went, so why are you here? And she's like, what? And I said, lad, listen, lad. I said, stop it, lad. I said, stop saying, like, make people feel uncomfortable, lad, in my presence. You know what I mean? I said, lad, she's with me. Yeah, you've come here. You're like, you're not, I don't mean like, you're not welcome. You are welcome, of course. You are. I love you, lad, you're my best mate. But don't walk in with them vibes, lad, when everyone's happy. You've been doing your own thing. I asked you, did you want to come to mine before? You said you didn't want to, and now you have when you knew what I was doing, lad, and that's okay. Sit down, have a stripe, have a bevy. Let's just vibe and be happy, lad. Yeah, everyone's happy. So he's just starting to be a bit of a bellend, you know what I mean? He's going to me, lads, why don't you just get rid of her? And I'm like, lads, what are you on about, lads? He's going, lads, well, why don't you just get rid of her and me and you? And I'm like, lads, me and you were doing what we're doing anyway. What are you on about, lads? I said, stop talking like that, lad. So she said to him, well, what have you come for when you know I'm just with her? And he went to her, shut up, you little... And I'm like, lads, what are you on about? And he went, do you know what I mean, lad? He went, you know what I mean? I said, lad, you put her before me. He's like, you're a rat, lad. And I'm like, lad, chill now, you're in my house, lad. I said, you're not speaking to me like that in my own house, no. He went, well, why, lad? He went, lad, you know what I mean? You're a fucking rat. You put her before me. Lad, she's only her, and just let her. So I've just jumped up, right, just smacked him in the face. He picked him up, said to him, get the fuck out the house now, come back when you're normal. So he threw a dig at me. So I thought, so I've like, give him a few, not like full power, just a few little rockers, just like, lad. But it wasn't because of her. It was because you will not walk in my house and disrespect me in my own pad. Yeah, and that's just the bottom line, mate. And you won't speak to no one who might guess like that neither. Now, the kid was off his barn, and I understand that. But I'm not accepting that from nobody, yeah? Nobody, even my own dad or anyone in my family, no one would do that. So we started to have, like, had a little scuffle in there, and I don't want to hurt him. So I'm just like, give him a little jab like that. Not like where you break his nose, but you know, just like a little side jab on the chin, just bum, bum, bum. Not even trying to drop him, just a little bum, 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 bum. Just so he understands that if he doesn't stop it, it's not going to go well for him, which he knew anyway. So he's threw a dig at me, right, and he's called me, and I said to him, lad, that's the worst dig ever. I said, you just give me your best dig, and it doesn't faze me. I said, so where do you think this is going now? And he's going to me, lad, start skiing. I'm like, shut up, lad. You know, like all over the gaff now. So I've just gone bang and hit him with a stiff one and sat him down. And I've just been instant regret. I was like, ah. So he's got up and just been like, he was like, he was mortified, he was heartbroken, and I was heartbroken. I was just like, no way. This bird comes, she's like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I said, it's got nothing to do with you. I said, lad, that was just for disrespecting me in my own house, lad. I said, you should know better, lad. Do you know what I mean? You're my proper best mate, lad. He's like, lad, I can't even be arsed with you no more, fuck off. And I'm like, well, whatever you want then, lad, whatever you want. So as we goes back in, I hear him getting out the gate and that. She sits down, but where she was sitting, there was a window there. So I said to her, move away from that window. She went, what do you mean? I said, move away from that window. She went, why? I said, just move away from the window and sit over there. She went, sound. No sooner than she moves away, the window's gone through, brick, bang, right through the window, shattered. Absolutely shattered the window. But I've started laughing. And she's like, oh my God, I said, I expected it. I said, because I've done the same. So I've ran out, but I wasn't running out to do anything to him. I was running out to just like, lad, just give it a hug and forget about it, come back and all that. So as I've gone, he's absolutely bailed down the street, just bum, 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 bum. And I thought, he's going to be paranoid, thinking, because I had a duster on the table, and he'd seen the duster, but I wouldn't do that to him, do you know what I mean? So he's got off, so I thought, shit. So I've been ringing him, no answer, just ignore me, and I'm like, I thought this is heavy dish, you know, I thought he's going to be thinking that, like, I'm going to go heavy, but I had no intention of it, well, it's only a window, I'm not asked, I'll get it fixed. So he phoned me about 25 minutes later and goes to me, lad. I went, what? He went, lad, are you going to kill me? I said, no. And he went, yeah. He said, yeah. I said, lad, I'm not. I said, come back. And he's going to me, lad, I am not going nowhere near you. I went, what do you mean? He went, lad, I heard the gate go after it went. He said, and I knew you had a duster. He went, lad, I'm hiding in the shed now. I'm like, what are you on about? He went, lad, I'm in the shed now, just hiding. I said, lad, pull yourself together. He's going to me, lad, you're lying. He said, you're going to proper give it. I said, lad, I'm not. I said, lad, I'm laughing. And he's like, what? I said, lad, I'd have done the same thing. I said, what I don't like though, is that you knew that bird was sitting by the window. And he went, yeah, I know. He went, I thought that after I'd done it, lad. I said, that's all I didn't like. I said, but as soon as I walked in, I swear to you, lad, I said, I told her to go move because I knew you were going to do something. And he went, yeah. I went, yeah. He went, lad, are we sound? I went, lad, we are proper sound. Proper sound. And he was going to me, lad, I feel like a proper rat. I said, lad, it is what it is. I said, you're just off your bike going, I know, lad. He went, after what you've just done for me and all that. He went, lad, I feel ashamed, lad. He's like, lad, I am proper sorry, I'll fix the window. I said, lad, don't worry about it. No, lad, I'll get it sorted. I said, come back to mine. He went, lad, no. He said, I'm not coming to see you for a week, lad. He said, I said, lad, I'm not even angry. He's like, I don't care, lad, I'm not risking it. And he didn't see me for a week. He wouldn't even come to me for a week. So a full week later, he phoned me up and he's like, what's happening, lad? I said, what's happening? He went, lad, I've expired. I said, what do you mean? He went, lad, I know, it's all expired now, there's no beef. I said, lad, there wasn't anyway. I said, I've been trying to phone you all week, you've been ignoring me. He went, I know that because I thought he was going to set me up. I'm like, set you up? I said, lad, when have I ever set anyone up in my life? And he's like, well, there was this, that. And he said, lad, I mean, me mates, what are you on about, lad? I said, when I've set people up, I've just told them it's sound when it weren't sound to get them there to have them a straightener. I've never like stolen them. And he's like, I know. He went, lads, I'm proper sorry. He went, I've got some out there. I said, what for? He went, the windows. I said, the windows being fixed days ago. The windows got fixed next day. He went, how much was it? I said, lad, about it too. He's like, lad, I said, lad, I'm not asked about it at all. Yeah, just come to mine now. And, you know, we'll have a laugh on that. So he comes down and he goes to me, oh, lad, I'm sorry about that. When I first seen him, right, I could see in his eyes that he was just embarrassed. He's just like, because I've done so many things for him and he knows I'd never do nothing like that. But he understood that it weren't because of that bird. It was because of the disrespect he shows, not only in my pad, but in front of somebody like that. Yeah, lad, you can talk to me how you want when we're on our own. If you've got something to say, say it. But lad, you will not speak to me like that when people are there. Yeah, and that's just the simplest fact, because I wouldn't speak to you like that. If I've got something to say to you, lad, I'll pull you to the side and I'll tell you straight, and I'd expect you to do the same. But you will not come in here, start thinking your own one like that, when no one's done nothing but be sound with you, and disrespect me like that. Lad, the wind is fixable, yeah. Our relationship's fixable, lad, and that's it, yeah. Handshake, hug, stripe, sound, job done.